I have to cut that out, Fruit.
Yeah, you're gonna get another one. Hang on.
Oh my fucking god. I thought you were gonna do this before the recording bot joined. Oh my god. Hello, and welcome back to the meta64 podcast. This is a podcast where I interview creators about their creative process, what they do, and why they do it. And I'm happy to have voice actor, personal friend of mine, and apparently water drinker, Fruitmassuese.
Hello. I did that with full grip, and I almost did it without the cap on, and I just watched like all the water rise to the top.
Oh my fucking god! It's gonna be a long 20. That's gonna be a long half hour, dude. Oh my god. I like Delilah and when I had Delilah and Mark, they're like, "Oh, Meta, this is gonna be a really long hour for you." And I said, I've had longer hours." No, not until you came.
No, what's gonna be a 30-minute session is gonna feel like 4 hours. You're genuinely going to feel like you're watching Morbius. Just wait.
Can we not bring Morbius back? I don't want that meme. That wasn't funny.
But it's out on Netflix right now.
Hey, yo, what? Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah. Hello, podcasters. Currently, meta64 at 3'5" is hunched over his
I'm
keyboard.
5'11".
Searching
I am
Morbius on Netflix.com, which you, and I point to the screen, you can check out at Netflix.com too.
We're not sponsored by Netflix.
Oh, no, we're not. I would never.
We are sponsored by Weberboy Hosting, though. Hey, Editor Meta, transition to a quick ad real quick. And now that the ad's done, hi, we can get started with the actual questions I wanted to ask you.
All right.
Who are you? What type of content do you create?
I mean, my name is Fruitmassuese, as the title of this podcast inquires. I do voice acting, art, singing, performance, streaming, sometimes editing, but that's like a toss-up. Basically, I do whatever. Sky's the limit for me. As long as it's for the name of entertainment and self-satisfaction, I'll do it.
That is a really that based point of view, I guess. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna move on. Why do you create Fruitmassuese? What's your creative process as well?
So my creative process, fun story. So I got into streaming out of spite. My friend at the time, they were complaining that getting affiliate was like really, really hard, and they were spending like months to years trying to get affiliate, and they weren't getting it. And I looked them in the eyes and I said, "Watch this." And I started streaming and did whatever I wanted, and I got affiliate in less than a month. Like on the 30th day, I got the affiliate ask, and I thought it was so easy that I decided to wait until I had like 500 followers to sign into like true affiliateship, like sign off the tax papers and all. Because I truly thought it was easy. But now my creative process when it comes to like doing stuff is yes and it's kind of like improv. Like I just do whatever I want. Can I curse?
I say fuck on this podcast, yeah.
Okay, great. I do whatever the fuck I want. I am not held back by like any nervousness or like anxiety. I mean, I've never gotten stage fright, but I have gotten that nervous feeling of like, oh, what if people don't like this? But then I remember people will like me. There will always be someone in the crowd being like, yeah, you go. So I'm streaming for those people that will be like, yeah, go on, we love this. And I'm not trying to appeal to everyone. I just do whatever I want. I don't want to be held down by like a certain type of streamer. Like I don't want to be a Minecraft streamer or a just chatting streamer or an art streamer. I want to be a streamer, a variety, fully impact, the Fruitmassuese streamer.
That is a really good way of looking at content creation. I don't think anyone has really said that before. Genuinely, not a single person I've had on this podcast has used the thought process of, I'm doing this not for everybody, for the people in the audience who'd be going like, let's fucking go.
Yeah, because I just don't. I've tried to appeal to everyone in my, like, early youth, and it is
Mhm.
so tiring
It
that
is.
I don't and I'm not trying to make content for those that will, like, support me, like, if I did something terrible, like, truly, truly terrible, and they are like, "Yeah, Fruitmassuese can do nothing wrong, those that's fake, they would never." Like, I don't want those type of people. I want people to, um you know that question, "Do you want people to respect you or love you?" I want people to respect me. I want people to respect my craft and what I do. I don't want them to love me. Because loving someone that you admire in like a parasocial way, that's dangerous. I don't want that.
Hmm. I I get that. I feel like most Minecraft creators, I feel like mainly focus on the love, not the respect.
Yeah,
Is
then
that
you wonder why they get into so many allegations. Heyo.
damn? You don't even have to like bro didn't even hold back for like a goddamn second. Jesus Christ. It was
I
not
should, I am honest.
damn. All right. What inspires you, and how did you land on your current username and branding?
Oh, okay. So, what inspires me?
Yeah.
I guess it's my dad, really, if we wanna get, like, to the root of the issue. I start leaning back in the therapy chair and, look up to the stars.
I
Um
I get my notepad out and start scribbling shit down. Go on.
My dad, before settling down to the job he currently has, which is like half podcaster, half working in like an electric company. Um, he used to be a comedian, like
Oh,
straight up like NBC comedy special. I think it's still on YouTube.
what?
What he does, but now he does Nah Dude. So you could check that out if you want. But shout out to my dad.
Dude, that's
But
sick.
he always inspired me, and I remember at first I was mad at him, and I just thought like, "Oh, he never understood." But now I really do, because when I first got affiliate, I immediately wanted to sign into it, and he looked distressed for me, and he, like, sat me down. He was like, "You're not gonna be affiliate because I want you to learn that you need to love it before you turn it into work, because the minute
Oh
that you turn
my
a hobby
god.
into work, you're going to hate it." And at first I was like, like, "Oh, no, that would never happen, not me." But then I totally understood, like, later on, like, as I, grew in those months, I was like, "Holy shit, he's right." Um, and that was genuinely inspiring and, like, eye-opening to me. Um, and I always wanna
Dude.
make something that I love to not be something that I hate later on. But, yeah, so he inspired me. Um, I'm not gonna say her name. However, this certain VTuber that I hated, I used to be friends with, and I hate now because of their
Mhm.
despicable behavior. They motivated me into trying out, like, PNG tubing
Yeah.
and, like, trying to get into VTubing. So they introduced me to that world, and that helped inspire me. My name originally was not Fruitmassuese. Uh, back so meta and I sit you down, back in the good old days of what, 2010 and so on, people used to speak in leet speak, which is like instead of
I
letters, it's numbers.
I know what that is.
Uh-huh. So you don't have to lie, by the way.
I've been on the internet since at least 2011.
Dude, you were born in 2011. But anywho,
Really?
uh my name used to be Random Singer, and there's, like, one piece of evidence in, like, Quackity's Discord got no, Quackity's Minecraft's Got Talent 2. I'm the last act. That was my
Mhm.
old, username, and you could see it, but, I
Yeah.
changed it because some people thought that it was saying a specific slur at the end, so I was like, "Oh, no, I gotta change it." So after I saw the Elton John no, the Freddie Mercury movie,
Mhm.
I made a now deleted video of me singing the entire discography of Queen while massaging an apple juice like jug, I think. Like a plastic jug, and I was just massaging it straight up while singing. And I was like, "Oh, Juice Masseuse, that's a great name." So I made that my business, like the business name that I have. But then I really liked the ring of Fruitmassuese because it was like all encapsulating.
Yeah.
And that's how yeah, and that's how the baddie named Fruitmassuese was born.
I will say your origin story, it makes sense both in the context of you and how I talk to you and how you interact with me. Because you're an interesting individual, that's all I'm gonna say.
No, I am my, the way I talk about my daily life, people have my greatest friends have told me it is like listening to an unaired South Park episode because I should be dead. Like the shit that I've been through, I witnessed someone like get ran like almost ran over going to school one day, and the only lesson that I learned was, ugh, I should have left school on time so that way I could have gotten into the line easier and not get hit by the truck. Arg. He was chasing that woman down. It was
What?
yeah, it was weird. Like, I'm driving down the street to get to my house, and I just see this, like, big red truck, and it just starts chasing this woman, and this woman had to, like, run and jump over a wall before it, like, just tried to run away.
Okay,
It
bruh.
it's insane. Welcome to Florida.
I've been there like once. Let me just make that love farmer come over. Anyways, let's get into some more interesting questions about your career and who you are. What got you to the whole voice acting gig, and how long have you been doing it?
I think ooh, that's a good question. I wanna say I've been doing voice acting for approximately a year.
Mm.
It all really began with like the Walton Files. My friend who voiced Felix Kranken, we were playing Minecraft together and I was killing the shit out of him. And he remembered that, I sing. So he was like, "Hey, do you want to record something for the Walton Files? Like it's like a little album thing. We just want you to sing with it." And I was like, "Sure, why not?" So I did that, and then a couple months later, um the Mandela Catalogs was like, "Hey, we need like an 18-year-old voice actor to voice this like character. Here's what we're looking for." And I applied for that. And I didn't think I was going to get in, but then I did, and here we are now. I'm currently, you know, out there doing honestly whatever. If people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, I have a voice acting gig for you." I'm not immediately going to take it.
Mm.
Cuz I would, I'm not going to I'm not gonna take every opportunity because I do think that my work does quantify some sort of payment, but
Oh.
sometimes I'll be nice. Like recently I did a voice acting thing for a Russian-based project, and he even promised to pay me, but he currently can't pay me due to what's happening in their government
Oh.
because Russia right now banned international uh like payments.
Yeah.
So he says, "When the situation is over, I promise I will pay you." And I was like, "All right, buddy." But honestly, I was doing it as a free favor because I thought it'd be fun to do.
What's your criteria for like considering a voice acting gig like worth it?
If I like, honestly, this might sound mean, but it's fucking true. If I like the content and the character,
It doesn't
uh,
sound mean at all, but
like if I and I mean this nicely, if I think your video idea or concept for wanting me as a voice actor is shit or something I don't personally agree with, I'm not going to do it unless perchance you're paying me some egregious amount of money.
mm. And like even then, like is that like is the money part like a huge motivator for going on to projects you consider shitty?
Absolutely. Like if EA got like probably would never happen, but like if EA reached out to me and was like, "Hey, we want you to do a voice acting role for $5." Let's say, I would say, "Fuck that. I really don't like your the way that you manage your games and the way that you profit your employees. I think it's disgusting. No. F off." But then if they came up to me with the same idea but gave me like $5,000, I would absolutely take it. I would throw my values to the wind, take that 5,000, but then not put them on my portfolio.
Not put it on your fucking no, roll that back. Why?
If it's a really shitty project, I'm not gonna let other people know that I was on that shitty project.
Damn. All right. I feel like that's a bit of a kind of a kick to the shins, Bessie. Like, don't you
It
think
might
you?
it's a double-edged sword. So if I tell people I worked on the project, that means that I have been seen as a seasoned, like, voice actor and I have, like, a bunch of roles. However, if that role was really, really bad, then it might reflect that onto me as someone who is bad.
Okay, when it
So
makes
it
when you
is
said like
it is the greatest risk. That's why when what you put on your portfolio is your best, not your all.
I'm gonna take that advice while I make my portfolio during my college application.
Mhm.
Anyway, moving on. Is there a dream project that you really want to do as a voice actor?
I want to be, like, the main goofy villain.
Oh,
Like, whatever I really wanna voice indie games so, so badly because 'cause they're my favorite type of, like, genre of game because they will go fucking ballistic with their ideas. Sometimes they're grounded, sometimes they're not, and I love it. I wanna be either, like, a really sexy villain that's, like, silly or just a straight up evil motherfucker.
demonstrate evil motherfucker voice.
Alright. I gotta think in, like, context. Um Actually, there was one evil motherfucker I voiced for a game. The game's called Shrimp OS. You
Mm-hmm.
can find it on Newgrounds. My buddy
Ooh.
Zizu uh helped make it. But basically, it's this character I voiced called Beamsy, and he's part of like the infinite game mode. And
Okay.
it was like, "Welcome to hell! It's as shrimple as that!" And he's literally just like a big bunny monster with sharp teeth, but then his like neck down, he's just fried shrimp.
Oh my god.
He's awesome. I love Beamsy.
I didn't even know you were in that. That's actually kind of cool.
I'm also in another like untitled game project that another voice actor friend of mine is working on, but he can't work on it at the moment because he's on tour. So,
Ah,
yeah, but it's cool that he's on tour though.
you've been burping. Like this is the second time you burped. What the fuck are you drinking? That's you drank Sprite.
I told you, Sprite and water. No, water
Oh
makes
my-
me the burp the most.
Why?
That's what I
Why
learned.
water?
Carbonation.
Oh, why are you?
I don't know.
So you're
My
drinking carb?
body is weird.
Yep. Okay. So, what's in your portfolio? List what you've done as a voice actor so far, Fruitmassuese.
I voiced Ruth Weaver in Mandela Catalogs Volume 3.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can't say what I have done because I don't know when it'll be released, but I have worked on another Mandela thing.
Okay.
Uh, singing for the Walton Files.
Yeah.
I voiced Beamsy in Shrimp OS. Um, again, I have to wait for it to be released to say, but I voiced in that Russian project, so I'm waiting for that to happen. Um, that's pretty much it. That's all I got so far. I'm a freshie when it comes to voice acting.
The way I looked at you, I thought, "Oh my God, Fruitmassuese, you have so much history behind you." I guess not.
Yeah,
So,
my voice acting thing is very fresh, but I've been in the entertainment like business with quote unquotes for like quite a while.
ooh, okay. So, next up, what's your favorite gig that you've done, Fruitmassuese?
The Mandela Catalogs one. That one's been my favorite. People that's the one that you get like the most like fan art for, and I love receiving fan art of any variety. I don't care. Um People really liked Ruth Weaver. Uh and I was like, "Oh, that's cute cuz she didn't really do much." She was just there, but people loved her. And I thought that was really fun. And also, it helped boost me as a creator and a person. And I was like, wow, I was actually capable of doing this like this trendy, always evolving horror project.
Okay. So, did you have any like previous acting experience, like in theater or anything like that, before you jumped into voice acting?
Oh yeah, I did a lot of like theater camps, improv camps, um just like a lot of theater work. I remember I stopped doing a lot of that theater stuff though in freshman year cuz
Mm.
my theater teacher then, which I'm glad that she's leaving cuz she was extremely racist, but that's another bag of worms. Uh I was cast as Helen Keller's slave, but we couldn't say slave because there were white people in there, so we just said indentured servant. Uh and it was like an ensemble role and it was fine, but it was just too much for me and the plate that I had with like academics and all that. So I just stopped doing like physical acting for a while. But I did partake in talent shows.
Mm.
Um I got third place sophomore year for my performance of Villain I Appear to Be.
Oh, I know that song. It was from Diamond Jack, by
Yep.
Rachel Kim. I know that song. It's so good.
One of my like signature moves that I do when performing live is I will hold a note for as long as possible and then proceed to bend my back like a JoJo character.
It's fucking hilarious, bro. Come on. That's funny. That's really
Yeah,
funny.
no, it's a powerful fucking thing because you have to really strengthen your core and diaphragm. Because if you don't, then the note either gets cut off or it like shifts, and it's gonna be like really bad if it shifts because then you run out of
Yeah.
breath.
Oh my God, yeah. So, most of your voice acting portfolio has been with mainly analog horror series on the internet. Do you have plans to jump into any other genres of content with your voice acting skills?
I would love to do honestly anything. I think like something like oh my god, what's that thing? Jello Apocalypse does it.
Hmm?
It's I would love to do something like Epithet Erased where it's like
Ooh,
yeah, it's like a comedy drama or something along the lines of like BoJack where like it's definitely a silly universe but there's some like real shit going on or like
damn.
Inside Job where again silly shit but there is like real shit going on. I'm
Oh,
honestly
okay.
I'm honestly just game for anything. If you have the right price, shit, I'll do whatever.
Twitter.com/Fruitmassuese, Twitter.com/Fruitmassuese.
Twitter.com
Anyway,
slash
I usually save the promotion for the end, so we'll just get back to that later. So, how did you get into singing? Did that aspiration of singing come with the voice acting aspiration, or was that before?
very, very before. 6 years old. Um Either 6 years old. Basically when Rock Band and Rock Band 2 came out, I am a perfectionist. So
Okay.
I the thing with Rock Band and Rock Band 2 is if you get 3 stars on every single gig, you can get an invisible like instrument. So if you're a singer and you do perfect all across the board, you can get an invisible mic. So
Okay.
my tiny ass was like, I gotta do this. So I basically vocally trained my voice to be perfect according to this game in order to get the invisible mic. So
Oh
that
my
taught
god.
me basically how to sing like a bunch of artists that I admired on Rock Band and Rock Band 2. And then I joined chorus in elementary school and I verbatim knew it wasn't meant for me because I
Mhm.
am a soloist, not someone who can do anything in a group. Like I need to
Ah,
fucking I have Mariah Carey divaism. I need to shine. I need to let people know that I am the queen. Um I am I'm like Michael Jackson. I am the king. Uh but yeah, and
interesting.
then then we're here. And I love doing karaoke. My family does karaoke basically anytime there's like a big event, and I love showboating. I love leading with like a false what was it? Like a false start. I always begin my karaoke with Creep by Radiohead
Okay.
because it's very deep. And then I will go to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas, which is very high, and I will show them my range.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm thinking about the ending part where Mariah Carey hits like the highest fucking note with
Yep.
for oh no. I'm thinking about with you and oh my god.
I'm so tempted to do it.
No, don't. I don't think I don't think Discord will pick it up, and B, I will have to lower it in editing software, bro. Oh my god.
You want to test it out?
No, no.
All I want for
Oh my
Christmas
god.
is you, baby.
I'm regretting all my life choices right now.
You. It's so fun. It's so fun to pretend to be Mariah.
No, you aren't. You aren't pretending. You just are Mariah Carey now.
I peel off my skin, you see Mariah. And she closes the skin back up.
Oh, so that's how Mariah keeps getting out of her ice prison.
Just a cocoon. I'm like a mid-evolution Pokemon, and Mariah is my final evolution.
Oh my god. Okay. So is there a dream singing gig you've always wanted to do?
I've always wanted to be in an emo band.
Define emo band. Like we talking My Chemical Romance here or what?
We are talking early Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, early Fall Out Boy. We're talking like that subset, like that, like emo pop, like emo rock.
Oh,
Or,
okay.
or a project like Nirvana, but it doesn't end with me uh shooting myself in the mouth with a shotgun. Rather, I just keep going.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's how Kurt Cobain ended it.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
Oh, and also I don't want to be addicted to heroin. That's also what happened to Kurt Cobain. But then again, it was the 90s, so he kind of needed it.
Okay. Well, all right, continuing on. Okay, so now we're gonna talk a bit about Earthbound SMP. It's not too long. We're just gonna talk a little bit about it. You're a fellow Earthbound SMP member. We both are. How'd you get in?
I asked. I went into Josh's Twitch stream. Josh literally went, "Oh, Fruitmassuese from Painter's Alcove. How you doing?" Because I was like freshly hired, and I was like, "Oh, I'm doing good. What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm on Earthbound SMP. Blah 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 blah." You know what? And Muster was on there, and Muster was like, "Oh, Fruit should like come in," and Josh was like, "You know what? Yeah, Fruit, come in here." And I'm literally sitting in front of my computer, like, "What? What's happening?" And
You didn't even.
I didn't even apply. I didn't even do anything. I just got invited, and I just accepted. And I was like, "What's happening? What?
I
What
mean,
happened?"
well, neither I didn't really apply either, so I guess we can both share that experience. Do you feel like you're sorry, I feel like I interrupted you there.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay then. Do you feel like your voice acting and singing talents have been put to good use within Earthbound lore?
Oh, absolutely. My favorite thing was my confession to Delilah because I
Oh,
had been rehearsing that for quite a while.
okay.
In the sense of like emotions, because I wanted people to understand that my fruit Sona there loves Delilah, but not this Delilah. Not this power hungry, always wanting more Delilah. They loved the chaotic Delilah that was the underdog, or like the semi underdog. They loved that person, not this tyrant. And they're
Mm,
angry because they hate them. But it's hypocritical to hate them and call them a monster when you love that person.
damn. I'm 14 and this is deep. I feel bad for saying that. That was not a good joke.
No, it's funny as hell.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
you are 14, so
I'm
uh-huh.
17.
Cope. Cope and
What
Seethe.
the fuck
You're
you mean?
freshly 17. You turned like 17 like what, 2 days ago?
I was 17 in May, Fruitmassuese.
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah, whatever.
birthday is
Yeah, whatever.
in May.
Whatever, kiddo.
Don't call me kiddo. How
Alright,
dare
champ.
you? All right, moving on. Your character had a finale some time ago. I was a part of that. What was the planning for that like?
I thought it'd be really funny if I ended Sea Fruit with a musical.
Mm-hmm.
So I last minute collected a bunch of karaoke songs, and anytime there was like a pivotal musical moment, I would sing it and it'd be really funny. Um but I just thought like fruit like seafruit content was just ending. It was the perfect time to end and like, prep for like season 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I also really like the canon ending of Fruitmassuese dying is the equivalent of hitting the exit button at the main screen, and that's why like Fruit is mourning about the button. It's the end game button.
Especially because of oh my god. That is fucking hilarious. Shut up, dude.
It's
Oh my
so
god.
silly.
It's so silly. Is there anything you wish you specifically did with your character's lore that you didn't do?
I wanted to go to jail. I really wanted a prison system to be enlisted. And every single time I talked to a person about like making a prison, it was like, sure. And then that person turned out to not be part of that SMP anymore. So I was like, oh fuck. Well, I guess I have to come up with a plan B. But originally, Seafruit was gonna go to jail and rehabilitate, or go to jail and become even worse, depending on what happens. Because Fruit was gonna send Mustard letters, and someone was gonna hide those letters, and it's basically those letters were like admittance to guilt and feeling really shitty about what my actions did.
Mm.
But instead, we got a rehab Fruit who, like, went to therapy and like tried to kick the explosive uh habit. And I thought that was nice. I thought that was a better ending.
It is really. I think that was a better ending. Me personally, I liked that ending. It does suck that the day we were doing the ending, where you talked to Oka, I was very like unhappy. I don't know why. I was just really upset about something. I don't remember what, but just I was in
Sometimes
those.
they're off days.
Yeah, I just had the worst fucking mood. I don't know what that was about.
I don't blame you, buddy.
Yeah, don't call me buddy. Don't call me buddy, pal.
Okay, champ.
Fuck you. Okay.
What's up, meta60 champ?
I'm going to throw pebbles at you at high
Tiny
velocity.
little Canadian pebbles that you stole from reservation. Yeah, buddy.
I
Keep talking. I know what Canada's all about.
mean, yeah.
Poutine eating bitch. Ask the next damn question. You
Okay.
know who I am.
Okay, so is Twitch streaming how you got most of the gigs that you have, or were they obtained a different way?
They were obtained by like what I was affiliated with. But I
Okay.
really do. I want more people to recognize me as like the Fruitmassuese streamer, though. I think it'd be really funny. Um, some people have mistaken me as like a voice, the voice actor for well, I can say his name, Ty Osborne. He's a fellow voice actor for Mandela Catalogs. Some people
Mm.
have mistaken me for his girlfriend because we both have fruit in the name. And I ran a poll, and I'm the superior fruit. So if you're talking about fruit, it's about me. You know her real name. You don't know my real name. So when you refer in a tweet about fruit, make it about me, god damn it. I won that war. I won the fruit war.
Like, how big is your ego?
Extreme. Like Kanye when he made graduation extreme. But not in the anti-Semitic way, just in the big way.
Thank you. I never listened to graduation. I didn't know about Kanye by then.
I I cannot confirm nor deny if I've listened to Graduation by Kanye.
I can confirm that I have not listened to Graduation by Kanye. Moving on, right, what do you enjoy the most about streaming? Is it like the community that you can create from it, or is it the fact that you get more like content out?
Honestly, I just enjoy entertaining people. I don't really care about the no, that's a bad way to phrase it. Um trying to figure out the best way to phrase this.
Mm-hmm. Take that.
I don't give a shit. When I stream for myself. For like if we had like a tier list of importance when it comes to streaming, I stream for
Mhm.
myself. I stream because it's fun for me. And then I stream for the people that find it fun or find comfort in my content. And then at the very bottom, I stream for the people that provide me money, which so far is none right now. So I just focus on me and my community. I like the idea of forming a community, and I really like the community that I have. Because they're really cool. They're filled with a bunch of like amazing artists and some like amazing like writers, and I find that like really impressive. Um, I do, however, find some issues with parasocial relationships, but then again, I am an asshole, so I nip that bud really fast.
Okay.
Um, and as for content, again, it's I do whatever I want, and when that comes to videos, one day I want to post videos, but I have to better learn editing and also have time for editing, which I kind of do now, and I have someone editing for me for free because we're just like that. Um, but yeah, that's so far. I'm focusing more on like streaming content, but I do want to do more video content, especially like real life skit, not skits, like real life challenge videos. Like one of my ideas is I have a group called 4.5 Men. I'm the half
Oh,
man because gender fluid. Um,
oh, okay.
yeah, and one of the ideas I had was we do a Nerf war in the style of the Wild Wild West. So there would be like some cinematics, but then it's just a Nerf war, but we're dressed up
Mm,
as like cowboys and like Westerners.
okay. Any other cool plans you want to share with us?
I want to do cooking stream. I want to do real life streams. Um, but then again, we have to hit a certain goal when it comes to my follower goal. Like, I really want to be affiliate before I start doing all these like big grand projects because those projects need some sort of funding.
Okay.
I have a lot of projects like under the belt, but I prefer to keep them tucked away so that way when I do release it, it's like, wow.
Damn, okay. All right.
Mhm.
So, do you have trust in the content sites you use? Like trust in the management? Why or why not?
Could you elaborate on that question cuz I'm a bit confused.
Okay, so like, do you trust your platform to make decisions that may be in your best interest, or do you not trust them to do that?
Fuck no. No. I do not. Have you seen what Twitch is doing? No. I don't trust anyone but myself when it comes to content and management. I I know that I can manage myself and my content and what I do, and that's why I do my best to manage like my pay if I ever got paid
Okay.
because people have been fucked over by algorithms. People have been fucked over by managers, and I don't want to be fucked over.
Oh,
I never ever want to be on the receiving end of a bad deal.
fair, I guess. But like, do you have like the littlest, like, just like a tiny bit of trust in them to at least do the right thing sometimes? Like a broken clock is right two
No.
times a day, isn't it? No?
If it has historically been known to be against its creators. It will never work for its creators, especially when you know who's in the managerial position, who's in the sponsorship position, who's in the merchandising position. Literally,
Mm.
Twitch is owned by Jeff Bezos and YouTube is owned by Susan Wojcicki. We have
Yeah.
seen what they've done to the platform. We have seen the backlash that it comes from it, and yet they don't make the platform better, just better for the people advertising, not for the consumer.
Which is weird, I will admit.
So why should I trust a platform that I know will work against me when instead I could work in that platform and make it better in my own way? Like, I'm a glass half full kind of person, but I'm also a realist. I don't trust outside forces if I have evidence against them. However, I will work inside of them to make it better for my community.
Hmm. So yeah, basically TLDR, you really do not trust the platforms we work on.
No,
And you never will you?
and I never will. Literally, you know what? Fun fact: look at Twitch charities. Look at the charities you can sign up for. I don't think you can report on them for what they do, but they have the LGB charity, which is explicitly transphobic. But you can do a charity stream for them. You can do Autism Speaks charities, but they are incredibly ableist and trying to quote unquote find a cure for autism. Like, why would you open that option and then offer these terrible, like, very well known to be terrible charities to donate with streamers? I don't understand that. That to me feels like you're not listening to the consumer and you're not listening to actual charity organizations. Rather, you're listening to whoever has the highest buck. Also, the whole like hate raid situation that went on with Twitch, like apparently they resolved that like a couple days ago, but when it
Hmm.
was in the heat happening, the community found a solution, not the people in charge, not the people working on the site, the community. That's why I trust community more than people of authority.
That's a really nice point of view, honestly. God almighty.
And that goes with the real world. If you want your community to be better, don't trust the authority. I mean, obviously trust the authority, but like in the sense of like don't rely on authority to fix the issues when you know you have the power to fix it yourself. Fix your community, work on your community, empower your community. That has always been like my main philosophy when it comes to bettering like terrible situations.
Okay, all right. It's a good POV. All right,
Mhm.
one
I'm being
final question. I would say so. All right. Is content creation a dream job for you, or is it like a little side thing you do for fun and not for big clout and big money?
I think people that do content creation for big clout and big money, it's very suspicious.
Hmm.
Like, I rub my chin and I'm like, something's evil. Something's not right. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? And you can see it. If they're doing it for fun, like for shits and giggles, then like, yeah, okay. I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. Because content creation is fun. It's a form of like entertainment that encapsulates everything. And when you start like building off of that and start doing more with it, that I find like perfect. For me, content creation, I want it to be one of the many things I'm known for. And one of the things I've always wanted to do is video game design. But I would also like for people to acknowledge my content creation side. So I guess I want my content creation to be like a side hustle. But I mean, if I can make big dollars with it, I would not mind. Because once
You
again, it would be for the betterment of my entertainment for my community.
a lot of your points today have been really heavily concerned around mainly your community. Do you like how much do you care about these guys? Like how much?
Oh, a lot. I don't
Elaborate.
want the I don't care for them like a mother. I care for them like I know that I can have influence on people. And as a content creator, you have to know that. whatever you do, you have influence on people. So that's why if I ever, and I have, if I ever get in trouble, I make sure to take full responsibility for what I've done and try to, let my community know that you shouldn't be like me. You shouldn't idolize me, but you should respect me. I want people not to be brainwashed by me. I want them to be able to grow and be inspired.
And not just become mindless drones,
Yeah.
stuck in enjoying you forever.
Yeah, I will not fix your attachment issues, sweetheart. Bang bang and I like I disappear.
What? No way. Okay, so I asked about a dream gig earlier in the podcast recording. Are there any like dream companies you'd like to work with for voice acting and or singing?
I would also like to do video game design for them, but uh the studio that made Cult of the Lamb, I would really really like to work for. I would also I believe they're a dead studio, but I would really really love to work for Maxis and try to revive and fix The Sims because dear lord, The Sims have been completely messy. But then again, that's an EA issue. Um I would love to do voice acting work for like a really immersive horror game. Like
Hmm.
something I haven't seen before. Like something truly like independent on its own original. That'd be really cool.
That would be so cool. I'd buy. I'd be really impressed if you got into like a voice acting gig for a video game. I think it'd be really cool to see.
Mhm.
So, are there any other forms of media besides video games that you'd like to appear in beyond web series?
It'd be really funny for me to be in an anime.
Oh my god.
Absolutely funny. If they could
Eh,
put Corpse Husband in an anime, I can do it too.
oh my god.
But at least I'd be better, you know?
They're gonna put Fruitmassuese in my anime, bro. I don't watch anime. Never. I think I need to work.
I would love to be on like a dark magical girl series though. It's like
Why?
it's really interesting. Because magical girls are all about it's um it's about the empowerment of like girls. And like they have like really cool concept of like their types of powers and their types of like outfits and it's really cute and really cool. But with dark magical girls, they take that concept and they turn it into like a thriller or a mystery or something horrifying. Like in Madoka Magica, you become this magical girl at the cost of like your soul and your life. But because you're a magical girl, you're servicing the world.
Okay. But I've never heard of those types of animes. I didn't even know they existed until you told me tonight.
My favorite mangaka, which is like a homemade manga,
Mm-hmm.
read Guillotine Girl. That will make you fall in love with the genre. It's basically a thriller about a magical girl hunter
Ooh.
because the magical girls had basically motivated her sister to die. Like they like it's well known in the manga. This isn't a spoiler, but the magical girls killed the sister. So the sister avenges her dead sister by killing these girls one by one.
Okay.
And there's like a whole like thriller and like mystery. It's really cool. And the art style is really amazing.
Hmm. All right. So let me see here. What's a milestone that you want to hit on one of your own personal social media accounts?
So, okay, here's my silly answer, here's my real answer. My silly answer is I want Ghetto Smosh to follow me. I really, really like Ghetto Smosh. I have a whole theory about like who they might be. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in the sense of like as people. But other than that, like I just think it'd be really funny for them to follow me. Um, but then like my real milestone is 1,000 followers on Twitch. Like I even think having 100 followers is a lot. It seems very little, but I imagine if I had 100 people in my room, to me that's a lot. So having like 1,000, that that makes my heart twinkle. That makes me like do my comedic evil little smile.
Mm. Like the one in your fucking profile picture on Discord.
Yeah, baby.
Please don't eat my ankles. I need those. Right. We have now approached the ending of today's podcast. Any final question before we sign off? Any advice for aspiring voice actors or actresses or whatever who want to get into the scene?
Um, Here's my advice. Take every opportunity, but also at the same time be responsible for every opportunity. Make sure you know what you're signing up for and like what the deal is, what your character is, cuz just in case the project goes awry. Um Honestly, just get a good set. You don't need the most expensive mic or recording equipment. Like right now, I have a busted like $35 Amazon mic, and that's what I recorded for the Mandela catalogs, and they loved it. It was a beautiful performance to me. So, do also take some lessons. It doesn't hurt to take some lessons. Uh or classes. But just trust in yourself. Like confidence is key. So if you're not confident, then no one's going to think you're worth it. So you have to learn to be confident in your ability and yourself in order to actually get what you want. But also don't be an asshole. That's all.
True. So true. Okay, thank you very much for agreeing to come on tonight, Fruitmassuese. It has been an honor talking to you.
Mhm.
Which I don't know. I might be I don't know. Are you an honorable person to talk to?
Yeah. I've told people this. I will be completely fully honest. Any question is on the table. Uh like curiosity won't kill the cat when you ask me something. I will be dead honest with you.
Damn. Right. All right. So what I usually do at the end of these podcasts is I open the microphone to the interviewee to, or no, the interviewed to just promote themselves and just do that. I guess. Go on. Mike's
Meow.
yours.
All right. You can follow me at twitch.tv/fruitmasseuse. You can follow me on twitter.com at twitter.com/fruitmasseuse or at fruitmasseuse. My Instagram is also at fruitmasseuse, but I post my art there, but not as often. You will most likely see ship posts from my story. I have a TikTok at fruitmasseuse. Once again, mostly ship posts. Um, Nothing ever really like major. Uh that is all my social medias.
And for
And
context to the listeners, each time Fruit was talking about Verlinks, it is spelled the exact way it's spelled in the title, Fruitmasseuse.
Fruitmassuese.
Thank you for listening. And I am, of course, meta64 at youtube.com/meta64 was taken and twitter.com/meta64 was
Boo.
taken. What the fuck you mean, boo?
Boo.
Oh my god, I
This is
can't
the
wait to.
Fruitmasseuse episode. It's not the Meta64 episode. Boo.
I'm looking forward to edit this fucking episode. I'm gonna kill you. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed. New podcast episode. On the 11th. No, this podcast episode is coming out on the 10th, and there should be a new podcast episode on the 12th. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a good evening, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Bye.
You confuse me on a personal level, Fruit Misses.